So, Senator, once again, your name is being floated as a possibility of Secretary of Defense if Vice President Harris wins. Do you have any interest in that?
No, not really. Am in a very critical role, I believe, as chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee. I've learned a great deal over the years. I think as a legislator I can do more for the nation and more for Rhode Island, and hopefully I can continue in that role.
So that's an unequivocal answer there. I mean, if President-elect Harris, let's say, calls you and says, "Jack, I need you in the Pentagon," you would say no.
I would say I can recommend more appropriate candidates. I try to be helpful. But no, I've been asked before by presidents and vice presidential elects to be secretary. I've made it clear that I think I can contribute more as a member of the United States Senate. And again, I think there's another aspect of this too. It's not only national service, but also service to the state of Rhode Island. And I want to continue to do both.
You know, it might surprise some people that you give that answer. I mean, this is your background. You have a military background. You just said you're the chairman of the Armed Services Committee. Is there any piece of you, what you said about your service in the Senate aside, is there any piece of you that would have interest in a position like that?
Well, it is extremely important, particularly now. We're at a point where it's probably the most dangerous time since World War II, with conflict in the Middle East, in Europe. China is increasingly antagonistic and aggressive. But I think having approached these problems as the chairman or ranking member for now a decade of the Senate Armed Services Committee, I can bring that expertise to bear and to help, and also in a way to be of assistance to the next Secretary of Defense. And I think that might be a more useful use of my talent.